Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I'm not here with Geeky Sparkles in this video. I'm going to talk about more layoffs in the video game industry. I mean, this shouldn't really surprise anybody. AAA gaming is in a very, very bad place right now, and this game in particular, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, has been a massive, massive, massive misfire for Warner Brothers, and they're winding it down this month. I guess they're not going to release any more updates now. More people are getting laid off from Rocksteady. I don't expect them to be around much longer. I think it's going to be like a Ubisoft situation where I think they're going to kind of either sell off the assets or consolidate it or something. Like, the individual brands they have are worth something, but the company itself is not really worth much of anything at this point. So let's talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Go out to clownfishtv.com for more gaming news that we don't maybe talk about in videos. We do have more news out there, trying to ramp that back up again. Check out the audio edition of our podcast. If you haven't done that yet, you can take us on the go. You will never miss an episode of Clownfish TV because they all get downloaded automatically to your mobile device. So that's always cool. And also check out clownfishminus.com. Clownfish Minus is our plus minus club, and we sell merchandise, and it helps the channel. So let's talk about this. It's come from Insider Gaming. Rocksteady suffers more layoffs as Suicide Squad support winds down. It had support. This game never had support. It lost $200 million from Warner Brothers. It was a massive failure. It actually wiped out any gains that they had from Hogwarts Legacy. Rocksteady has been hit by another round of layoffs as support for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League comes to an end with the final season. The studio has seen a number of employees let go across various departments. Eurogamer was the first to report on the layoffs after a half a dozen staff who were part of the layoffs confirmed it to the outlet that they took place. That's the thing. A lot of times these layoffs, you don't hear about it right away. It's when people speak out, and sometimes you don't hear about it for months because they have NDAs or they give them a severance package or something. They're like, here, you shut your mouth for 6 months, we're going to lay you off, and you won't know. And that has happened. A lot of times people have to kind of put the pieces together. Like, is this person with the company, not with the company? Who knows? According to the report, employees in QA, programming, and art have been let go. An exact number impacted or when the layoffs actually happened is currently unknown. Insider Gaming has reached out to Warner Brothers Games and Rocksteady for comment on the layoffs as of publishing. However, no response has been received. Interesting. The layoffs mark the second in a handful of months as the QA team saw staff reduced by over 50% in September. Last May, during the company's Q1 fiscal year 2025 earnings call, Warner Brothers revealed that Suicide Squad cost the company $200 million. $200 million in revenue. After a disappointing release. During its last earnings call, the company said that moving forward, it'll put more focus on strong game franchises like Batman, Mortal Kombat, and Hogwarts Legacy. I would exclude Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat 1 was actually a huge flop. I don't know if it was, it definitely was not a Suicide Squad level disaster, but it was not, I don't think it was well received. I don't think they're doing updates. Are they doing updates for it now? I don't think they're doing updates for it. Like, other Mortal Kombat games, they were doing updates for years. Like, nobody's talking about Mortal Kombat 1. Like, we got it, and I played it like 3 times. I'm like, yeah, I'm not into this. It's too different. And, the very ham-fisted messaging again. Batman now, Suicide Squad's really bad, but I've heard the VR game is really, really good. So, like, they should have just led with that, I think, and, called it a day, but whatever. And this is another game that I believe Sweet Baby Inc. had their fingers in. And this is, gamers roundly rejecting it. This game was a huge failure. So let's see. We've got Video Games Chronicle talking about it too. Let's see if they have anything to add to it. They said the title is one of January's PlayStation Plus Essential games, which were made available for subscribers to claim earlier today. It's unclear what Rocksteady's next game will be, but in June it was claimed that the studio was helping develop an unannounced Hogwarts Legacy director's cut. Yeah, it's kind of funny, right? If they're pulling people from Rocksteady to go work on Hogwarts Legacy, but why would you? I guess my thing is, like, you've already got the people that put the game out in the first place that could work on a director's cut, and they'd probably do right by it. These guys scrubbed out, right? Why would you put them on? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you put your C team on the A team? It doesn't make, they're not even the B team. It's like, it's seriously, it doesn't make any sense. Here's a message board. We have Icon Era. Suicide Squad kill the Justice League developer Rocksteady, hit by end of year layoffs. Let's see. This person says, produce shit, get fired, good. Going from making quality AAA Batman single-player games to making wannabe games as a service Suicide Squad games is an example of failing downward. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Couldn't have happened to a better people. Make shit get fired. Still too many people employed at these gaming studios. Sony can still fire 2,000 to 3,000 more people and nothing will change. Then we'll get our yearly The Last of Us updates, the remasters. Yeah, it's true. I mean, there's a lot of bloat in gaming, and you look at some of the biggest hits that we've had this year, and they were done with very small teams or just, you know, a couple of people. And what I'm seeing is not a lot of mourning. There's no mourning whatsoever. You know, it's like nobody's even like replying. I don't know if it's just nobody got the memo yet. Here's one of the articles. We got eight replies on this. Cool, dude. Glad we got the trilogy at least because that studio's dead. No way. Sad, but nobody's surprised. Woke slop. Hopefully it's all useless ones that were hired to fill a quota. Stop making woke dog shit games and they won't have to lay people off. Really not that hard. Warner Brothers was extremely R-word to have the studio working on game as a service after all the single player bangers they made. Yeah, apparently, again, I haven't played the Batman VR game yet. People have said it's actually very, very good. You know, just do that, but not for VR. I mean, is that hard? Don't kill off Kevin Conroy as Batman the way that you did. I mean, that's the last time he got to voice Batman. You know what I'm saying? Ms. Freeze, did we need that? I don't think so. Hopefully they're cleaning the woke shit out. Yeah, so there's going to be a massive change in gaming. We're going to see a lot more AA games. We're going to see a lot more indie titles. We're going to see a lot more games that come out of left field that only have maybe 5 to 10 people working on them total, and they're going to do huge numbers on Steam. This era of gaming's over. This AAA era is over. For the most part. I mean, you're still going to have big releases here and there, but like, you know, I've been saying before, I'm totally fine with a game having, you know, PS2 level graphics if the game is good. It doesn't have to look like a movie. If I want a movie, I'll watch a movie, right? And, you know, with the advent of AI too, I think that cinematics will be a lot easier for small teams to put together. So you're not going to need, you know, 300 people doing CGI cutscenes. You can have a handful of people using powerful AI to put together cutscenes and that sort of thing. Really, you're going to have to focus on the gameplay. And you're going to have to win back jaded gamers because so many gamers right now are buying older games or playing older games. They're not buying the new stuff because they don't trust it. They don't trust what the studios are putting out. Just like a lot of people aren't buying new comics. They don't trust comic book publishers. They're not, you know, watching newer movies because they don't trust the studios anymore. So you're going to have to earn back that trust. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to wrap it up. Please subscribe. We will talk later.